Today we are here in remembrance of Alexis Henry. We are going to read her eulogy and discuss some fond memories that everybody has loved and discussed about her. Alexis was born May 30th, 2002, to her mother, Kelly Henry, at the time. Her original biological father was not in the picture, but her stepfather, Heath Dudley, came in the picture when she was 5, and he ended up joining the military, so they went off to 2 different bases in North Carolina, in Jacksonville and in Havelock. Her freshman year of high school, she came back to her hometown of Soperton, Georgia, and ended up graduating from Trenton County High School in 2020 during the pandemic. She graduated in front of her grandparents' house, which was her childhood home, and it was a very fond memory that all of her family had with her. It was just them and her family and the school people. It was a very fond memory that a lot of people talked about, especially in such a crazy time of the world during the COVID-19 pandemic. Alexis ended up meeting her significant other in 2021. They started off kind of just friends and ended up getting together. He asked her to marry him in 2024. They got married in May 2025 on the 25th. They had a small, very simple gathering. It went from being this whole big ordeal to life just kind of happened with the hurricane and everything that happened at that time. And they ended up just realizing that maybe some things were better left small and kept simple. She ended up going and starting her nursing school career right when they got together. And she ended up graduating from nursing school in December of 2025 from Middle Georgia State University. She ended up choosing that she wanted to follow her career in intensive care unit. She was a nurse extern at Fairview Park Hospital, and through those times and those months, she learned that critical care was more of something that she loved better instead of med-surg or OB or pediatrics. She found that more intensive care, and whether it be something that was like in a simple intensive care situation or something that was very traumatic or anything that she connected with her patients on a daily basis. And it was, she got to know her patients, she got to know the family, she was there from the ups and the downs, through the worst and the bad, and then watching the patients get better and sending them off to the floor or home, or in some cases it would be the opposite way and they would not make it home, or they would go home on hospice. But she was able to be there for the family and communicate with them, and she learned that that was a more situational career that she wanted for herself, and that's what a lot of people remember her by. They all remember being the one person who probably could yell at a provider and not get any backlash, because she wore her heart on her sleeve and she would advocate for her patients, whether it was, hey, I don't think it's time for them to come off the vent, or hey, I think we don't need to be doing all these blood sugar checks because their fingers are purple. Alexis was a very well-rounded, skilled person, from anywhere from her phlebotomy degree to her nursing degree to her baking skills that she had with her side business, or even just decorating. Her and Michael ended up having 2 children together alongside their 2 fur children. They had a Dachshund and a micro pit bull. Then they ended up having a little boy and a little girl, and they ended up settling down in Florida. It kind of was a mutual decision. Michael had always wanted to go down, and then Alexis kind of just felt that it was her home in a sense. Being in the coast when she was in the military growing up, she kind of realized that she did love the country life, but she very much loved the ocean and the smell and the saltiness and the free open air, and she was 100% with going back and moving to the coast. They settled down there and met a family, and then they ended up staying there for the rest of time. Alexis is preceded in death by her significant other, her mom, her dad, her grandmother and her grandfather on her maternal side, and both of her fraternal grandparents from her stepfather's side. And she is also received by other friends and families that she has as well. She is survived by her 2 younger siblings, Liam and Dylan Warren, and their families as well. She's also preceded by her children and her grandchildren as well. Alexis was a very well-rounded person, and the world was a little bit brighter when she entered, and I'm very certain that she left this world a brighter place than what it was before. Thank you.